Hey guys, for my presentation, I decided to do the dewatering and a portion of the SWPPP management plan for the vet center. And my location was Guthrie, Oklahoma. So first off, I just wanted to show the kind of the topography of the land. So it runs south to north, downhill. So right along where the vet center is going to be built, along that road is going to be the highest point on the portion of land to the north and the west of those two country roads. And there's that possible body of water on the west side of the vet center. In the Google Maps picture that I was given, there is no body of water and it's more of just a dried up creek bed. And I thought that'd be a good idea to utilize that, possibly to carry some more water, either that potentially was coming on site from the south or water on site, and I'm trying to get it to leave the site. I think utilizing that dry creek bed and the ditches along the roads would be a good idea. And here's just a couple more topography maps. I'm showing that the elevation is lower in the north and higher in the south. And then here's my dewatering plan. As you can see, I have wattles in the ditches where I think a lot of the water is going to be flowing. And hopefully, any heavy rainfall, those ditches will carry most of the water just to the east of that highway, and hopefully most of it will stay in the ditches. And possibly can use that dried up creek bed. As you can see where those trees are, there's some water that definitely runs through there. And so hopefully I can just utilize that creek bed and keep the water moving and not have it congregate anywhere near the site. And then as you can see, I have a potential retention pond to be built northeast of the site. So some sloping could utilize a retention pond to the east for any water that's on site that I'm wanting to have run off. And then I have silt fences, concrete washout, and a gravel construction entrance as some of the SWPPP items. And then moving on to the SWPPP management portion, I thought it would be good to talk about the important responsibilities of subcontractors involved with SWPPP. And two of the most important subcontractors that I think should be involved in maintaining SWPPP procedures would be the earthwork subcontractor and the concrete subcontractor. So a couple of the items that I think earthwork subcontractors um, definitely should be involved with SWPPP is silt fencing. When you're doing a bunch of earthwork and turning up soil and exposing it, I think silt fences is a great way to minimize how much soil and sediments go off the site. I think it's a great way, if installed correctly, it's a great way to keep a lot of that on site and reduce possible pollution. Same with wattles. I think utilizing wattles in ditches and replacing them when they need to be replaced, I think that'll help stop a lot of the sediments from leaving the site and reduce overall pollution. And then timely work to reduce exposed dirt, not letting exposed dirt just sit there for possible delays or anything like that. I think if they get the work done as quickly as possible and still do a good job, then that'll minimize the exposure the dirt has and the possibility of leaving the site. And then for concrete subcontractors, I think they need to be very involved with SWPPP also, and a lot of times, or almost all the time, they are. So a couple of items that I think they need to pay attention to would be maintaining chemicals and materials. The possibility of letting those chemicals get into waterways and run off site, can be very dangerous and cause a lot of pollution. So I think if they have the correct staging areas and material storage, then I think that can cut down on a lot of possible pollutions. Then adequate waste management, throwing away the trash and byproducts in a timely manner, and then use of concrete washout stations. I think washout stations are great, and if utilized correctly, can reduce a lot of pollutions and possible pollutants from leaving the site. And then here are my sources for the topography maps. Thank you.